Hi everybody. I hope you're all well and healthy. I'm talking to you because, this coronavirus has really changed our lives. It has changed our lives dramatically in the last couple of weeks. And many of us, we fear for our health. We fear for the health of our loved ones. We fear for our jobs. We fear for our businesses. This has become existential. And, in many aspects, we sit here and we are afraid, we're in despair, we feel helpless and we feel out of control. And feeling out of control is probably like the worst thing that can happen, especially when you're responsible for people, when you're responsible for a business, when you're responsible for a family. And not being able to have control, losing control, can lead to drastic actions in an effort to gain back control. And this is very human behavior. And what I want to do with this message, with this video, I want to encourage you not to take any steps that you will later regret. Don't take any steps that don't set you up for success. Last week, I saw the first posts on social media where laboratories started laying off their people, where laboratories started to drop prices. In other laboratories, they were just kind of raising their hand and say, hey, we're still here, ready to serve our dentists' needs. This is all understandable. We're trying to avert the losses, that are at stake, and trying to fight this potential loss, leads to drastic action. And please don't take any steps that don't set you up for the long run. There are good indicators right now why this crisis might be overcome sooner than anything that you will probably, have to repair if you take the wrong decisions now. So there's early indicators out of China. Over the last few weeks, their rate of infection has gone down week after week. And last week there was actually the first week where they had a day with no infections at all. And then there's also, Apple. Apple just reopened all their Apple stores in China. They're still closed everywhere else in the world, but in China they're already reopening again. So there's signs that China is overcoming the crisis. And on the World Health Organization, they just said that there's about 20 different initiatives all around the world where they're trying to create a vaccine for the virus. And last week, there's actually the first human trials that began. So there is really good indicators that lead us to believe that we can overcome the crisis. But, right now, all the dental procedures, they're just being deferred. They're not canceled. They're being deferred. And if we control the crisis quickly, then they will just be deferred. And the big mission is still to social distance. In fact, social distancing actually just got updated. It's not really social distancing what people want. People want to physically distance themselves. We want to probably be more socially engaged than ever, but it's the physical distancing that we need in order to maintain and control the spread of the virus. So here in the US and everywhere in the world, we are still in the middle of battling this virus, and we probably still have a few weeks to go, but there's hope. And I want to encourage everybody here, don't take any rash decisions that you will later regret. Take only decisions that will set you up for the long term. Staff is hard to come by. It's the biggest, the most precious asset that we have in our industry. And if you lose your staff, it's hard to replace them. But if the cases are coming back in a few weeks, in a couple of months, then you need the staff. And if you have the staff, then you'll be ready to take over the world. You'll be ready to take over your market. And so, we had this Michael Garber E-Myth speaker once, and he keeps talking about work on your business, not in your business. And this is our time to work on our business as opposed to in our business. Take this time, strategize. Take this time, educate. Take this time, innovate. Take this time to clean up. But get ready for after the crisis. This is our chance. This is your chance. This is our opportunity to take over the world, to take over our world in whatever market we are in. But we can't do this alone, and we can't do this if we take rash, harsh, dramatic actions now, steps, decisions that we cannot reverse. You know, over and over, research shows that the highest performing companies are the companies with the highest employee engagement. And the highest employee engagement comes from winning company cultures. And winning company cultures, they are not easy to create. They take time. They require a feeling of safety. They require a feeling of connectedness. And they require a feeling of common shared future. This is your opportunity to create safety within your staff. This is your opportunity to connect with your staff. This is your opportunity to work on a common shared future with your staff. And if you do this, then you will take over your market. You will achieve anything in your business that you set yourself a goal for. You will succeed, but you can only succeed together. So please, 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 don't take any decisions that don't set you up for the long run. Stay safe, stay physically distant and socially connected more than ever. God bless.